It's another week at Arabian Motors, and I really am so tired, having way too much fun this weekend. And then I gotta come back to this office. No.
I want my office to be a man cave so that I'm comfortable working and I can work longer hours.
Well, you did manage to wrap up the magazine, albeit it was a little bit late.
You don't do longer hours. You come in later, so you finish later.
No, why wake up like the rest of the peasants in the morning and go to work?
You could be putting in more effort. Now I've got to bloody get here like 8:30 to find car parking space.
Where's Sangeet? How can we have a meeting with Sangeet not being here? Honestly, I just don't want him to come late. It's so disrespectful. Did he pass on to you the information?
Yes.
They're supposed to call you in advance. It doesn't work with Sangeet and Mohammed. Dodge Viper on the track.
The GTS belongs to our friend, Ahmed. They're planning to discontinue the Dodge Viper. There are rumors going on. It's a fantastic car, and it's like the right way to give it a send-off.
By the way, I'm meeting up with Ahmed for dinner. We're going to Masso's.
One of the guys I really look forward to meeting always is Ahmed Al-Khar. Me and him go back a long way.
He's bringing in his M5, and he might bring in the Corvette at the same time.
He buys his cars with the objective of modifying them.
I have to do the editing for the other two magazines as well, though.
Finish up and come. Just don't be too long.
Okay.
We have a Pagani Huayra? Wow.
Huayra. It's named after the god of wind.
Is it like a supercar or a classical?
These are the super of supercars. It's one of the few cars in the world that when you buy them, they double in price because of its limited edition, because of its craftsmanship. We gotta go to see Ali at BMW.
Okay.
We need to discuss how the layout's gonna look. It's not gonna be too late, so don't worry. Also, last week, Sachin, Kayani, again, you guys were late.
I really get surprised that every time he has an argument about the magazine being late, there are things that happen last minute, which we have no control over.
And because you guys were late, I wasn't able to check out the whole layout of the magazine. There's a schedule, follow the schedule.
It's usually about us relying on the third party to deliver the goods and them not being able to do it.
And I honestly wanted Sangeet to be here because actually he's the main culprit of this. You, because you're his boss.
Dude, he's gone out for a photo shoot.
Well, who the schedules a photo shoot during meeting times? Somebody's important with Sangeet, who handles a big part of the Arabian Motors magazine, and misses that meeting.
It's the only time he's got the car.
Our policy is that there's no photo shoots during meetings. I don't care how busy you are. You're meeting the CEO and you should be there.
Sometimes you could just gotta say, F the rules.
You can the rules.
No.
I can the rules, but not the staff.
He's gotta go pick the car. That's why the magazine gets late.
Because you're just so disorganized. When it's content that we can have control over and that's not finished on time, that's just unacceptable.
If the magazine doesn't come out
Kayani,
1 month,
Kayani.
that's when you tell me that the magazine is late or disorganized. Dude, 17 years we've been doing this.
On time?
Do I have to really go through this every month? The magazine's late. Dude, it's late by a day. So what's the big deal?
Did the magazine ever come out on time?
No.
No, of course not.
Shh, I'm talking to him. Shh.
Don't shush me.
I'm talking.
Don't shush me. I'm gonna walk out of the office. I'm serious.
I had enough of it.
Pissed me off a little bit. We don't have time for this.
Do not
you
ever
know
do
what?
that.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Leave.
fair enough.
It's better for us.
Yalla. Have a good day.
This is Arabian Motors. At the end of the day, if I don't write, the magazine doesn't go anywhere.
Every single cover
Every
in the
single
history
day.
of
Thank
this
you.
magazine is
Bye-bye.
me. This magazine
Bye-bye.
is me.
That's what he'd like to think. The magazine is me.
Yeah.
Watch your head, don't
Whatever.
bump it. Bye-bye.
Whatever.
Thank you.
This is where I wish I had my whistle, and this is why I look like a referee. Wow. The fight between Mo and Samier was obviously a bit intense, but I love watching them fight. It's so entertaining. Just wish I had my popcorn.
This haphazard way of working needs to stop. Definitely Kayani has a huge input into the magazine. He's my partner. You may get away with it, but you can't get away with it. From now on, that's what I want. Otherwise, you'll be facing penalties. All right? Yes. We sat down with Ali, manager of BMW Motorbikes, talk about the F800 GS, how it should be laid out in the magazine. The GS 800, this is your entry-level bike, right?
Actually, we have the 700 and the 800. Difference is simply of power and the height.
How much is the 700?
700 is a 5,000 dinars.
And the 800?
Let's say 5,500.
And this is all-terrain, like on and off-road kind of
Yeah,
bike?
it's a multi-purpose bike as well.
It can go a little bit off-roading and on-road. You won't have a challenge in accessing certain roads. This bike will do it. We were thinking of doing a 4-page layout. The thing is, with motorbikes, usually we put them in the back of the magazine. Yeah. Is that okay, or?
No, well, actually, we need at least at the middle
Right.
of the magazine.
Okay. When I'm doing something in the magazine, when all this team is working hard, we got to make sure that the client is happy, and the readers also have to be happy.
Why don't we get a girl on it? Would you like a girl on it? When in doubt, put a sexy girl on.
The 700 is lower. Is it easier for ladies?
It's a better bike for girls because it's lighter as well.
Nadia was pretty good. She had certain ideas that she proposed in terms of the layouts. Would you like us to do the photo shoot with a model model. Does it need a model? I mean, it's gorgeous without the model,
but actually try to shoot off-road.
Right.
I mean, somewhere in the desert.
More of an off-road gear, not so much as a glamour, girly, high heels kind of thing. But,
yeah, obviously not high heels. Got it. Okay.
I was impressed by Nadia that day.
I'm starting to learn what other people want to know, and that's why I'm not asking such stupid questions anymore.
Maybe we can get also a driver to drive it a little bit more off-roadish and have a couple of action shots as well, and we can do some action shots. We'll have the video guy there as well to tape it, and we'll do a little bit of editing and post it on Arabian Motors YouTube channel. You'll also be accessing all our social media accounts. There's a fine balance between that, the layout and how should this particular product be presented. The layout, as soon as we have it ready, I'll show it to you. If all works well, we should be going in the next month issue.
Agreed.
Okay.
I have no problem with it.
Perfect. I met Ahmed, my friend, at Maso, one of my favorite restaurants in Bahrain. Ahmed Al Khan has amazing cars. He loves cars more than anybody else I know. What have you been up to?
Same old. Cars.
Cars. That's the story of our lives. We do it for work. You do it as a hobby.
It's for fun.
Ahmed, like us, knows everybody in the Bahrain car and racing scene.
Like when Arabian Motors started, I remember when you guys were excited
It was
about
black and white.
We had a platform to display our cars.
Our own very own magazine.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we started racing when the 70s and 80s when we had the runway in the middle of the desert. Basically, the car environment has changed in Bahrain. We're modifying our cars to the next level. You know, a 200 horsepower car in the 80s was a big deal. A 700 horsepower car today is standard.
Bahrain is an extremely tiny island, but the biggest car enthusiast in the region.
What about you? What have you been up to? I heard, how's the magazine?
The magazine's fantastic. And I gotta tell you a lot of stuff that actually I want you guys to be in the magazine. But can you give me a minute before we go sit down? I just need to make I just need to use the restroom actually.
Go ahead.
1 second, please. Muhammad was supposed to be there, but as usual, he was late, which is normal. You said you were gonna be here by 8.
I have editing to do in the office. I just drove in right now and about to walk in.
Can't really say that he always shows up late. He just shows up the whole way.
I was going through paperwork and checking out the mistakes and guiding the staff. His Highness, Mr. Oogji, reached there earlier because he has nothing to do.
Somebody's gonna be doing the work in the office, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Ahmed, what's up, buddy? How are you? What have you been up to? I was just walking inside the restaurant and I see those two beautiful things. What have you done with the M5, man? I love those rims.
The M5 starts on a good platform. It's 550 horsepower, turbocharged engine, so very easy car to modify.
So now you can play around with it.
It's easy. So you put a chip and a downpipe and an exhaust, you got 700 horse.
Ahmed's always been into like modifying cars. You give him a Rolls Royce, come back after like 2 months and you're gonna see a twin turbo kit on it, an exhaust, some wheels. That's how he is.
Beamers go through series, like E series, F series. The F series, BMW decided to change the computer. So they couldn't crack them. So this little kid out of California, he cracked the code. I got him over to do something which hasn't been done before, which is get into the ECU and open the torque management. The car made 700 wheel horsepower.
But has somebody else done it or your car's the first?
No, I'm the first one to crack 700 without a module.
He's the kind of guy who would tell you something really weird about your car. He's got all these go fast techniques. He knows stuff that even the manufacturer doesn't.
When you go into the ECU and program it, the safety parameters stay there. So it goes into fail-safe, it protects your fuel cut, the knock sensors are working. So I got it safely to 700 wheel horsepower, which is 850 horsepower.
That's the good thing about Ahmed. You know, he's very informative about what's going on. He's always up to date.
The guys are passionate about cars and they're literate. For example, Ibrahim Khan, he's a legend. Anybody can break Bahrain records. Ibrahim, his target is global.
I think I
record.
broke a record in my Porsche just on the streets. Bahrain.
You know that your engine is one of the best engines that came in Porsches.
See?
For modification.
Dude, don't tell him I'm trying to buy his car.
That's like the third person that Salah
The
said that.
Mesger engines. They're very Mesger engines are
I'm
great
keeping
engines.
it. But he's always putting it down in order for me to put the price down. Ahmed told me how great my car is. It means I'm gonna ask for more money for it.
I'm putting myself in a frame of mind to collect unique American cars. I've got a Ford GT.
I want to do a photo shoot.
What do you have now?
I have a GT350. I have a Viper, coming around 1,800 wheel horsepower. I have my C7R. I love American cars. They're raw.
American cars usually tend to be a lot more bulky, more heavier. Europeans, on the other hand, are like compact. That's how BMWs are.
You know what? How about I show you my C7R?
Let's go, guys. I'm waiting
love
for you
to
guys
see
to
that.
finish.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's go.
M5 is the
Can you
one
please
that
put
I'm
this on my
after.
tab?
I was dying to go out. I was crazy after the M5. I used to own a McLaren 12C, and me and him raced, and he technically obliterated my car.
That's the C7R. That's my M5.
Beautiful, man.
That's
Beautiful.
my baby. This is what I love.
Oh, how big are those rims?
21-inch wheels built by BC Forged.
Custom wheels,
do it.
yeah?
They're
They
custom
clear?
wheels, they clear. The offset has been done for the car. Daily driver, 800 engine horsepower. Got carbon fiber intake, titanium downpipe.
This was the car with a load of muscle on it.
The C7R, they built 500 of them in the
Check the
world.
Oh,
details
yeah,
out.
the
Look
C7R
at this here.
edition.
Dude, you got to go for a spin in
Carbon
this. Trust
ceramic
me.
brakes, Michelin Cup 2
You've
tires.
been in this before?
Check it out. Go.
I'm
Ahmed,
gonna-
take him for a
Let's go,
spin.
let's go.
Ahmed will not give us his car unless they're in in the perfect condition that he thinks they should be in, and the Corvette is ready.
If for me the character of the car is how quick it is, then that's what I'm gonna do to it. If the character of my car is like looking like a pimp, then I'll do that to it.
Being a pimp, you're right. We build these cars, we race these cars from the down up. No crazy stuff, please. No. I haven't renewed my life insurance.
It's got good traction control, you know,
Right.
so...
Oh, okay. Okay, it does have good traction control. Amazing, fantastic.
Yeah, it's spinning, but it's holding it. That hesitation is traction control actively working.
And the spin we did was not really a car. You should just say it's rocking on 4 wheels, it doesn't fly.
That's in the quarter mile, the stock car does 1090s or 11.0s. This car should be in the 9s. It's got what's called the flat shift option. I can shift without lifting my foot off the gas.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Hello, Kayani talking.
Hey, Yanni, where are you at?
Can I give you a tip? Just look in your rear view mirror. Dude, I'm right behind you.
Are you in my car?
Are you driving this car?
I jumped into the M5, fired it up, because Ahmed is anal about somebody driving his car. And I was like, screw him, you know? He rode my bicycle once in school without asking me. This was my chance.
Dude, you left your keys, man. What do you want me to stand and wait for you guys?
Obviously,
I'm just like checking it out.
But you love the MDM mode, how it works? It's got like semi-traction control. How
I'm
do you...
driving it with that, dude.
How do
I
you...
haven't floated yet.
I was kind of worried. This is his babies, these are his cars. And thank God Ahmed was not upset.
The car that you're in has got some good power. Around 850 foot-pounds of torque. It should feel light-footed.
Can you come to the side, Kayani?
Come to the side, let's see you.
Come to our left.
There you go, guys.
Why don't you just accelerate a little bit so we can hear it?
You want to race? Oh my God, what the was that?
Oh, my Lord.
I think he broke the sound barrier because we heard a large bang.
How do you drive this as a daily driver?
Wow.
That's the flat shift option, you see?
Now I know what a flat shift option. I'm shocked at how amazing this car is.
Even the phone couldn't handle the speed. Unbelievable.
This car had so much boost, it had so much power on tap, and the way it behaved was like it was an everyday car.
I can hear it when it goes pa-pa. That's the traction control working.
Yeah.
You can see how responsive the car is like.
Wow. It's crazy, dude. Every inch of throttle pressure, and this car is shooting forward.
It felt compact, it didn't have any creaks. I literally drove it like I stole it.
Believe it or not, it's just got bolt-ons. It's got a downpipe, it's got methane injection, full exhaust system. With the traction control off, it's really a different animal.
I knew it that this M5 was going to be something special. It didn't fail to disappoint.
How does a Corvette sound outside? You heard it?
Oh my God, it's crazy. It's a fucking drag car. Sounds perfect.
The car was tremendous. He made it so light and so fast.
What I love about the M5, and people don't get that easily, 4,300-pound car.
Heavy.
Brick. For that weight and for a daily driver, that car beats on a lot of GTRs and stuff like that with what it has right now.
My GTR was like around 650 on the wheel, and I can actually feel the difference on this.
Every opportunity I could, I would just floor the car. It looks vicious and it's really fast.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful sports car, but hi.
That's luxurious.
Kashka. I have respect for the car and I have respect for you, man, for doing all this stuff and making these cars double their horsepower, their speed.
I enjoy it. It's a pleasure.
Hey,
Wow.
we have a Viper. I mean, it's American, but it's beautiful.
What do you mean it's American? It's proper muscle car. The Viper GTS, you know, I just want to see the power. I want to feel what this car is all about. Best thing about it is that it's a man's car.
I love America, but I love European cars. The muscle cars, they're not quite my cup of tea. To each his taste.
I thought you were talking
Man's
about
car.
women then.
I love, hello, all kinds of women.
Sorry.
Women don't like driving this car.
Why?
It's
Why
a
can't women
manual,
drive
it's
it?
difficult, traction control isn't there.
That
You know,
doesn't
it's got
mean
all
women
these-
can't drive it.
It's a very taxing car. If you make a mistake, you're in the wall. It's like a rough and tough car. It takes an effort to drive, and women like to drive effortlessly. It's got 10 cylinders. It's an 8.4-liter engine, and it's got 645 bhp. All these rumors going around that, you know, this is going to be the last of the GTS models with the V10 on it. Pretty
I'm
demanding.
driving this.
I'm
No, you're
getting
not.
in it.
Well,
I'm
well,
getting
Dude,
in
you
it.
don't like American
I'll-
cars. I'm going in this, and I'm going to show her what it's all about.
So I don't even get a say in this?
No, I'm going.
I'm out of here. Seriously. Let me try and squeeze myself in, but yes.
Really, guys?
Proper American muscle car. This is not something he'd enjoy. He'd probably drive it like driving Miss Daisy or something.
Nadia, are you serious? You're gonna be sitting in this car? You're gonna make me... This is
Yeah,
part of our...
I'm going in it.
You better be Snapchatting all the way.
I will,
Well,
that's
is there a
why I'm
back
here.
seat? Can I at least sit in the back seat? Whoa, Nadia, really? She's slowly but surely falling into those I love cars kind of person, which is good for us. Fine, I'll wait here.
There's
Just
only
make it
room for
snappy,
my
make it
legs.
quick.
There
Don't
isn't even
chit-chat.
a
Whoa, hear that? Amazing.
Let me get my Snapchat ready. Oh my God.
GoPro.
Of course you need to wear your seatbelt.
Who does that? I've never.
Everyone wears their seatbelt.
I hate seatbelts. Almost feels like a truck, the way the engine behaves.
I feel like we're in an Aston Martin.
Completely not. This is so rough. It's just such a macho car. This is the kind of car you want to like come out of. You've got a Breitling watch in your hand. Why are you braking from there?
I'm not. I'm trying to put my foot down. Oh,
You're
wow.
trying to brake.
I'm trying to get some grip.
It's got such a light shell all around it. It's got that V10.
You kind of look like you struggle to change a gear a bit. Sound good? Oh, God. That didn't sound good. Okay. He is cramped into this Dodge Viper. His knees are crushing against the dashboard.
It's uncomfortable to drive. You're burning your butt, but you're enjoying the power.
My is on fire. Like, this car is completely overheated. You just remember, you're not Lewis Hamilton, okay?
Are you scared yet?
He's trying to turn a corner and like his limbs are too long and I'm just like, oh my God. I was so nervous. I'm more scared about damaging the car.
See how it rattles? American stuff, technology. I love it. You know, I like cars that are kind of a little bit tricky to drive. The Viper just happens to fall into that category.
Faster! 204.
It handles quite well. I was always worried about the tail sliding out, but I was driving it hard, I was pushing it, it just stayed glued.
I can smell burning tires and burning batteries, maybe.
Calm down, don't do that.
I'm doing it for my benefit,
I get scared. I'm like, oh my God, is there something I should watch out for?
Samir, Mo. I know who I'd get in the car with.
I don't think they were going to take a long time. They just kept on going round and round and round. I'm assuming they had fun in that car. I didn't mind that much waiting for them. You know you have a camera here you can look at in reverse.
I hate that camera. I don't trust it.
No, of course. Why should you trust a camera? Better looking behind your back. It's much easier.
Exactly, old school.
So we decided to take Nadia's car to check out the Huayra. She's actually a good driver.
Because
make a U-turn at the end
I
and drive
wanted
back.
to prove.
That you can reverse all the way?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I know, right? I am a really good driver, so they need to trust me more. That's why I should be doing these test drives, not them. Although I can't drive a manual car.
Samir, next time, always let me sit in the front.
It's because he's so
Oh, it isn't.
I think he's really uncomfortable.
Oh, his knees.
His butt has to be on one seat and his legs has to be on another seat.
That really pissed me off. Inconsiderate. What can I say?
You gotta take a picture of this car from here. Where's your phone?
I don't have it. Sorry.
Why are you here?
I'll
Why
go.
are you here?
I'll go.
No, but really, why are you here? Come on, Nadia.
Accidents happen.
Tell me about this car, Kayani.
The ultimate supercar on the planet.
The Huayra.
Huayra. I'm gonna call it
Huayra. There's no H.
The Huayra.
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 There's no who,
It's
hey,
Arab
what?
style. Pagani Huayra.
Pagani Huayra.
Pagani Hyrai.
Most amazing, most awesome sports cars in
This
the world.
looks incredible. It feels like it was inspired by a grasshopper.
Look at it. Look at the interior.
Oh my God.
I told you, this car is totally bespoke.
Wow.
This is handmade.
It's handmade, yeah.
It was an amazing car. Oh my God, okay, this got my juices flowing.
It's got a sequential gearbox.
Price?
It's around $1.3 million, and
It's
that's a
worth
starting
it.
price.
Dude,
and
I
it
swear
goes
to
up,
God.
and it goes up depending on the
worth it.
options. You know that the interior is highly bespoke. You can get diamond stitching, you can get all kinds of leather that you can think of. Everything is made on demand.
Oh my God, dude.
The
It's just-
aluminum, the leather combination, the carbon fiber.
Whoa, yeah, it works.
What Pagani did
woken
is
up the
they
neighbors.
used the carbon fiber and they added titanium to it, so it's called carbotanium, and it's patented by them too. Samir was drooling all over the car. He was like a kid in a candy shop. I've driven the R, I've driven the Cinque, and ever since I've driven those cars, nothing even comes close to it.
I love this car. Huayra, which replaced the Zonda, it's like sitting in a 1940s airplane, modified and customized to your taste with the latest technology.
Beautiful.
It's a work of art. The guy who designed this is simply just genius. It's got active aerodynamics, Samir, which means that things move in order to help you either reduce speed or gain speed around corners. He was babbling to himself while he sat inside. It was really hot, but he was still sitting there and, he didn't want to come out.
How fast does it go?
It's got a 0 to 100 time of about 3.2 seconds. and a top speed of approximately 360 kilometers an hour.
This was probably one of the sexiest cars I've ever seen. Just had the wow factor. I've never seen anything like this car before in my life. And I love the wing mirrors. They're like shaped like lips as well. They look really cute.
I thought you would like that.
What's it called again?
Pagani.
A Pagani.
Huayra. Horatio Pagani is the guy who designed these cars.
And that's his signature there. I love the attention to detail there, like little straps.
I really wanted one. The craftsmanship on this car, it's that of like a watch.
It looks like something from
You know
the
what
future.
I want you to do, actually? I want you to get in.
I'm not getting in. This car is way too
Careful
new.
of your head.
Whoa. Okay, Nadia.
Exactly. Wish I'd gotten into it, but it looked like a sauna. You know what that does to this. It was beautiful though. I loved it.
When you brake, these flaps come up.
Front flaps, front wings?
These are front flaps and they're rear flaps
Like an
as well.
airplane.
And the engine, by the way, it's a Mercedes
engine.
Yeah, it's an AMG with less turbo lag. The moment you put your foot on the pedal, it's going to shoot forward. Glorious V12 twin turbocharged engine. They come with like a name plaque of the guy who assembled the engine. It's just like these small little details that make this car so bespoke.
You really are buying a piece of art. I want to do a poster on this one.
Done deal, buddy. But I want to do a moving shot poster.
I just have to sell my boats and my bikes and my Porsches, but one day I'll buy it. Bye.
Okay.
Calm down.
Bye. Every single poster you see here was done by our magazine.
Really?
As a gift to the owner of this.
They look
Each
like
one.
paintings though.
Well, that's because we're really good at what we do.
Or
Can you
Photoshop.
just please take
Yeah.
Photoshop? Just take pictures of this and post it on our social media. The car garage was something out of this world. It shouldn't be called a garage. It should be called just a house of cars.
Short, slow, and always late.
Now you know how it feels. This is the story of my life. It's like
God,
this
come
every single
on.
day with you.
It's not the first time that he's late. He's been late like many times. It's just that I don't bring it up that often because better late than never. We've got one of the best. This is a very rare Porsche.
Do you want her to
we
do
should
the
get this-
Snapchat,
something on
Instagram,
this.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Because this will be our next cover.
We need to know because if you post something like viral and it went bad and we get in trouble.
Guys, I know what I'm doing. You just have to trust me, okay? They really cannot get their head around it. I'm better with social media. That's why I'm here. I walked away because there was also a load of cars I wanted to go and see instead of this one spinning on wheels.
It's a beautiful car, Mo. And
And I
agreeing
know
with
you
you
love
for the
Porsche.
first time.
No, I know you love
Porsches are
Porsches.
my
I knew
baby.
you were going to love this.
These are my babies. Basically, I love every other car that had that same brand and that same logo.
It's a 73. Around 1,500 of these were built, of which 200 were very rare. I mean, you know, those were the lightweights. This is the first RS.
This is the first RS.
Because previously, the Porsche engine was 2.4, and then they decided to make this, the engine was upgraded to a 2.7. That car is a 2.7 911 RS. This is the car that spawned off the entire RS series for Porsche up until to this day. That was the first RS badge, and this is what makes this car really, really famous. It's got a ducktail wing.
Ducktail wing.
That's what they call it. It's a
Yeah.
Carrera RS.
I can see it looks like a ducktail.
You know how much these go for, by the way, now?
No.
You're looking at around $700,000. It is like a car that everybody wants to own, but they can't because there's so few produced. This used to do a 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds. Can you imagine, for 1973?
How does he get these cars? Where does he find them?
They're usually at auctions. You have to go around looking for auctions. Like RM is one of the most famous auction companies in the world. Check out the interior. You can fit in it. I can't even get in. I'm probably in the passenger
Yeah, that's the
seat
story of your life, buddy.
of my life. Yes, I know. That's something I got used to. You know, that's what happens to me and cars, small cars. What do you think?
My car feels better. I feel like I'm back in the 70s right now.
Your car is derived from this. He doesn't like classics. Well, tough. I'm the editor. I got to deal with this because I know what people want to see.
And this is all original? Original paint, original interior, everything?
Original to the bone. This is one of the rarest examples. By the way, the more expensive version of it, those are like around $1.5 million.
Whoa.
Yeah, but those are the lightweight cars.
I see their value. I understand why people collect them and why they're important and significant. It's just not quite mine. Is this also a cover material that we're doing over
This
here?
is
or
a cover page car because it's rare, it's beautiful, and you know, it's an icon. Dude, some classics are worth it. They're just works
I know,
of art.
Kayani,
You
I
gotta
know, but I
appreciate
like
the
to
beauty
sell
of classics.
magazines. I don't like to sell cars.
Come
so-
on, dude. It's all about being unique nowadays. How many people can actually source out this rare gem? Not many, and it's only us. We've been selling magazines all this while, and I've been trying to get you the best covers, and I have achieved the objective.
I will look forward for next week.
Okay,
All
done
right?
deal.
Yalla, let's wrap this up. Nadia, you missed it the other day at Maso's.
Who are you there with?
Ahmed Al Khan. That's like another version of Kayani.
He's like the king of
little bit cooler,
modifying
though.
and getting things to go faster.
It's great catching up with him, and even more so getting into his cars and trying to see what's the latest thing he's done. This head over here, he took Ahmed's other car and driving behind us.
I just went crazy. Was so engrossed into enjoying the performance of the car that I just didn't give a damn.
I would have hit the roof if someone had taken like one of my cars behind me.
But it depends on who takes the car as well. Michael Schumacher takes my car.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no problem. So over here, it's like me. That's that.
We had a great time.
I feel like I missed out now.
You did miss out. You should have been there.
Just my luck. That wasn't cool at all.
Ali called me from BMW. They're actually doing a pretty good job.
Yeah?
I'm kind of
Are you
impressed.
happy?
Yeah, I am.
My work here has obviously showed Samier that I was a great contribution to his company.
Is there a way that we can incorporate the advertisers into the social media? Figure out how to price it so that we can incorporate it into the media pack.
I need to give them statistics of how much exposure we have because then I'll give them more of an idea of how much of an audience we can reach through social media.
You're on the right track.
Yay.
Her thoughts and ideas is progressing and she started to understand the business a little bit better as well. As I predicted, the magazine still came out late.
No, that's not true. This time it came out on time.
It's the same argument over and over again. I'm running out of words.
What happened is we had an argument and it came out on time.
But it didn't come out on time. You've been telling me that every time, but
No! Every issue, it's the same thing.
going to print late causes so much headache and so much issues with everybody. The rest of the staff are unhappy because they have to stay late to wrap things up. It's foreign to Muhammad's mind what other people have to do.
It's always good. It's always amazing.
But doesn't it always go to late, Muhammad? Don't we always have an issue with the staff, with you, with Sangeet, with Sachin?
I'm gonna take a more passive approach to these things. Let it go in through one ear and out the other. I can't just take this anymore.
How stressful it is getting everything in, so it's good. It's like
And the
quite
realistic
late
part of
and-
it.
Yeah.
Yani, okay, you never say, Samir, you should be happy. I gave you a really good magazine. You never say that because you don't think of it.
When I watch Samir and Mo, I just sit there and I stir the pot and I just want them to fight.
Enough. I've had it. Late, 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 late. ذبحتوني يا أخي. خلاص.
I'm trying to do my best. You can't just sit there blowing criticism every time something goes wrong.
That's what the magazine is.
No, it's like the Arabian Motors Late Show.
In his mind, it's just a one-man show that he's just doing this magazine on his own. But everybody's replaceable. Just stop being late. Despite all the lateness and all the headaches and all the hiccups, the magazine's really good. I'm really happy with it. So we're gonna have to get creative and think how to incorporate everything in this next edition, okay? Well done, guys.